and welcome back to another episode of Jason's Game Room, the only podcast here on YouTube and maybe even the entire internet that talks about everything gaming. From board games to video games to dice games to CCG. I've talked about miniatures, I've talked about Pog. If it has anything to do with the world of gaming, it's going to be on this show, and you're going to want to keep tuning in every week to see what I'm on about next. Now, I want to discuss some interesting news that came out at the end of March. And this, of course, is Sony's announcement, as reported on many third-party sites, gaming sites, and Sony themselves. Sony is getting rid of the PlayStation Store and any and all new purchases of gaming titles or add-ons for the PS3, PS Vita, and PSP portable system. Now, we've known for a long time that the writing's been on the wall for the PlayStation 3. I don't really want to get into the Vita or the PSP because both of them have been discontinued for some time, and you knew that was going to happen. Back a bunch of years now, because Sony's into the PS5, but back right near the end of the PS3's service life, and you've heard me talk about this on previous shows, that Sony had promised that instead of doing the usual 7-year cycle with consoles, they were going to extend the life of the PS3 by 5 years, meaning they were going to upgrade, you're going to be able to play more games online and do more stuff, and they were going to hold off on the next console. Unfortunately, a year after that, the PS4 came out, and Sony basically, when questioned about the PS3 extension, pretty much said in a nice way, yeah, we lied, sorry. And even though PlayStation 3s were produced by the company up until, I believe it was 2016 or early 2017, support hasn't been there. A lot of the servers for certain games are still active. I myself still play Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1942, and a couple other online games using the PS3 network because I think the servers will be the last thing to go. But that being said, we all knew that the writing has been on the wall for the PS3 for quite some time. And ever since the PS4 got replaced by the PS5, the PS3 is now looking extremely old. But for some of us that didn't want to spend the money on any new system after that, because let's face it, I think the PS5 itself retails for close to $600, and this is just getting ridiculous. Who has that kind of money to spend on anything like that anymore? And I seriously considered getting the PS4 because about a year after it came out, the prices came down. But then I realized, do I really want to just keep getting into the endless cycle of buying consoles and then having the old ones sit around and maybe sell the games for a few bucks here and there? Add to the fact that I would say in 2015, so about a year after I moved to my current residence, in 2015, I really stopped doing a lot of the 3-4 hour nights of gaming I was doing every night online, among other things. And, you know, life got busy. I got a lot of things to do on the side. I have these YouTube series. I have hobbies. I've changed careers. I have a girlfriend. I don't always have time to pump into games. And days like today, which is a holiday, I'm probably going to play a couple hours of Battlefield 4 because I don't have much to do today by the time the evening rolls around. But, you know, it's just, do I want to keep up with all that? No. The PS3 for me is probably the last system I'm going to own unless I go back into PC gaming in a small way or something else. Or I might phase out gaming entirely. And, you know, the PS3 is out of production. And now with this announcement that as of July 1st and 2nd, they're going to shut down any new purchases and the store itself, is just, you know, the servers are not far removed from being shut down themselves because we're already 2 consoles past that. And it's sad because I'm enjoying going back and playing some of the older games on the PS3 and going online just for shits and giggles. And the PS3 was a huge part of my life, and a lot of the new releases that came out for it, and some of the games that I waited in line for, we're talking about Grand Theft Autos 4 and 5, Gran Turismo 6, which turned out to be a bit of a bust. But, you know. And other games, especially Battlefield 3 and 4. Like, those were games I really enjoyed. And as I said, I still play them. So it's tough. Where do we go from here? I'm not entirely sure. Obviously, the PS5 still has 6-7 years in it before the PS6 come out, or whatever they're going to announce at that point. Who knows? I honestly think it's getting a little ridiculous. I don't think it's costing Sony as much as they say it is to keep the servers in the store running for PS3. I don't buy that because they're making record profits year after year on the new consoles, peripherals, games, accessories, and all that. So I'm not buying the whole, oh, it's costing us money to keep these things going. I mean, it's probably costing a small amount of money, but when you're Sony and you have billions upon billions of dollars, I don't know. But as a wise man once said, and I've seen this in several TV shows as well, all good things must come to an end. And unfortunately, the PS3, as good as it is, it's coming to an end slowly. A bit slower than we all envisioned, because a lot of people had designs on the fact that once the PS4 came out and was out for 3 or 4 years, so halfway into its life, everybody back then thought the death knell was on the PS3, and some people got rid of theirs. That's why you see a lot of games in different multiples at used game stores and retro gaming stores, because some people got out of PS3 in a hurry. That being said, I got rid of about 7 or 8 games on eBay right after the PS4 came out that I wasn't playing, and I actually regret getting rid of 2 of them because I had to go rebuy them on the PlayStation Store, which ironically is closing, as I've mentioned. But anyways, it's tough because when you're a longtime gamer and you find that one system that you really enjoy above all else, and I've played a lot of systems going as far back as Atari and Commodore, and I've had some favorite systems over the years, and everyone knows I was a big Sega Genesis fan, but for me, the PS3 was what really turned me into a hardcore gamer because it was advanced for its time. It was probably one of the most advanced computers on the planet. And taking online gaming to a whole new level far surpassed what the PS2 ever did. And the PS2 was my favorite system up until the PS3 came out. You know, it was really an eye-opener for gaming as a whole. And I'm going to miss a lot of the support, and I don't have more than, what is it, we're at the beginning of April now. We got, April, May, June, got maybe 3 months to start buying some games off the PlayStation Store before they close it, because I want to scoop up a few good things so I can just keep gaming on and off here and there and play some favorites. So, am I sad? Yeah. You can tell by the tone of my voice through part of what I've been talking about that it's sad, because I'm not one that's going to upgrade, and I've mentioned that. But like I said, ever since the PS3 first came out and started going through its life, we knew this was going to happen someday, and now we got to live with it. Is Sony making the right decision? I can't tell you that. It's tough. There are a lot of things to consider. But all in all, we can just continue to move forward in the future from here. We can't worry about the PS3 getting axed, because the PS4 is going to get axed at some point, and it's a vicious cycle of gaming consoles that's been happening ever since video game consoles became a thing. This I know for sure. It's like the 90s all over again, except with bigger and better tech. That's all for today. Have a great day, everybody. If you have a PS3, keep gaming. Buy a lot of those games off the store. Download. Do what you can. You still will be able to access your downloads after the store shuts down. This will also not affect cross-platform downloads between the PS3 and the PS4. Those will still continue. But get what you can off the store while it's still there, and keep an eye out for deals. And if you happen to see one, leave a comment on this video so I can see what's going on, maybe get one myself. Have a great day, everybody. And, of course, game on.